If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. We welcome you to today's show and ask those of you who have not subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue to expose the satanic Illuminati agenda and the ushering in of the Antichrist. Today's show I want to talk about, it's just getting comical at this point, about global warming yet again. I talked about it yesterday and a couple days prior, how they just continue to shove this down everyone's throat. They have Leonardo DiCaprio talking about it. They have all these celebrities talking about it. If they get any of these politicians on talk shows, that's the main topic is global warming. Of course, they're not talking about child sex trafficking and the abduction and murder of all of these kids because they refuse to talk about issues like that because they want to brainwash everyone into believing that global warming is caused by us, caused by humans, so that they can tax us on breathing, so they can continue their agenda of depopulating the country and convince the sheep or the cattle out there into thinking it's a good thing to have depopulation, because that's the path we're on right now. So every day you hear about global warming, there'll be something else attached to it to make you fearful. Yesterday, it was the announcement that the wildfires in Canada were potentially caused by climate change and global warming to get people to go, wow, we really need to do something about it, or else, our town might get set on fire because of the change in temperature. Just more garbage that they're pumping. They're tagging it to anything that they can. So now today there's another story out about global warming. They're saying that it can lead to chronic kidney disease. Absolutely ridiculous. So global warming, the change in the temperature, can lead to chronic kidney disease. What's next? What else can they actually tag global warming to make people fearful of it? People are just going to keep hearing this stuff and say, hey, AIDS and cancer are attached to global warming, so they can get everybody to be like, I don't want that to happen to me. Okay, we do need to do something about it, because they've realized that a lot of people haven't been falling for the global warming issue the way that they expected, because people looked into it. People have heard scientists talk about how this is geoengineering. This is all stuff that is caused by them controlling the climate. This is caused by the chemtrails, sitting in the sky up there, blocking the sun from actually hitting us, causing us to have lack of vitamin D and other things that come from that, such as cancer. This is caused by CERN. This is caused by HARP. All this stuff is man-manipulated by the elitists. It is not caused by us from polluting and all this nonsense that they claim. It's an absolute farce. And scientists are on record as saying that most scientists, at least, but you won't hear them on TV because they won't allow it. But you could just Google it and read scientists talking about it, saying that this is not a man-made thing. This isn't caused by us, whatever's going on with the climate. Of course, they'll never point the finger to CERN or HARP or to any of this geoengineering crap that they're doing. But as you read this, it's absolutely ridiculous. They talk about, new findings show that heat stress, chronic kidney disease is on the rise, especially in rural communities in hot regions. With rising temperatures worldwide, dehydration and heat stress are likely to take a toll on the kidneys, emerging as a major cause of poor kidney health in the near future. In other words, fear, 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 fear. That's how they're pushing it. This is how they're going to continue to push global warming, because they're sick of having the debate about it. They're sick of hearing people question it, and then have other people come out who think they're scientific and think that they're literate and say, you Christians or you people who are against global warming are such idiots. It's scientifically proven. They refuse to look into geoengineering. They refuse to look at all this stuff that they're doing to manipulate climate because they don't think it's possible when you could just see it. You know that HARP's out there, even though they claim it's shut down. You know CERN's out there. You know they have these chemtrails just covering us daily, poisoning us. They don't talk about that. You want to talk about kidney disease coming from climate change. How about you talk about how much cancer is being caused from the chemtrails that you're dropping, okay, and the chemicals that are falling from the sky on all of us. So this is just more brainwashing to get people into supporting global warming. They're going to continue to do it. Every day it's something new. You got Leonardo DiCaprio winning an Oscar, and instead of thanking people for his so-called accomplishment, even though, he's a professional liar and nobody should even care, he talks about how climate change has to happen now. Then he talks in front of the United Nations, him, an actor, as if he has any idea of what's going on. Of course not, but this is to get people, they are desperately trying to get people to support this so that they can go along with their agenda of depopulating this world, getting it down to what they want, which is 500 million people. Read the Georgia Guidestones, read what these elitists like Bill Gates and Ted Turner and all these guys say about population and how we need to depopulate. They're pretty much openly admitting that they need to kill us off, kill people off for no reason whatsoever, just because they want us out of here and they want to create their superhuman race or whatever the heck they're trying to pull. But you'll hear all of these things attached to it, like the wildfires, which I said in the video on the wildfires, if you haven't watched it, they're a natural occurring thing. It's a part of nature. They occur. There's over 100,000 a year in the United States of America. I know this fire was in Canada, but my point being that these occur naturally. They help actually, re-energize the soil, re-energize, nature around it. Like, it's not a bad thing. Obviously, it's a bad thing if it's in a town where people could be harmed. And that's why you have to be suspicious that they weren't behind this in the first place. But they attach the global warming theme to it. And that's the goal for them. Anything that they can attach their agenda to. So they've attached it to that. Now they're attaching it to kidney failure with no evidence to support it whatsoever. Just absolutely ridiculous. But whatever they can do to get everybody scared, to get everybody fearful so that they can push their agenda and get people to say, I don't want kidney disease. Well, wait. What does it say tomorrow? Global warming causing AIDS? I don't want AIDS. All right, we need to do something about global warming. They're trying to get everybody fired up to do something about it now so that they don't forcefully push anything, because this isn't an agenda that's fully supported. There's a lot of people that are against it. There's a lot of people that know that they're the ones behind it. And then there's a lot of people that refuse to believe it's even real. So they're doing whatever they can to convince everybody that this is a major, major problem, even attaching chronic kidney disease and stuff like this to global warming. What is next? It gets more ludicrous by the day, these articles that they write, this propaganda that they push out. You would think something like this would make somebody wake up and just go, this is getting a little ridiculous, don't you think? What's next? They're going to say global warming is creating a mass epidemic of diarrhea. Come on, give me a break. So I just wanted to point that out. More of this global warming agenda. Don't fall for it. Don't let the fear change your perspective on what's really going on, because that's the goal of the propaganda that they're pushing out there. They're trying to push this fear so that you support this movement that they have, just like they're going to do with all these other false flag events they're going to create in the next few months, and then all the false flag events that they've created over the last few decades. Okay? This is an absolute joke. Don't fall for this propaganda. Thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families. May peace be with you.